We're getting into the warmer weather season. Kind of a joke, right? Because it's still nice and cold outside with temperatures this morning in the upper 30s. But during the warm season, you're likely going to hear about a drought or talk about it, especially on the West Coast over there. But before we talk about who is in the drought, let's talk about how the drought's determined. It's actually worked on by a lot of people, including NOAA, the USDA, and the National Drought Mitigation Center, or the NDMC. It's updated weekly and has technically 6 levels to it: no drought, all the way to exceptional, and those levels are none, then D0 through D4. So how's that drought determined? It's actually not a weather model, and it's not a forecast. It's actually real-time information. And there are several types of indexes that are numerical in order to do it, but they also use satellite data to determine vegetation health, movement of water, reservoir supplies, even the amount of snowpack, when there is some, of course. So here is a look at the U.S. and the drought last week. And you can see a lot of the highest levels are over there towards the desert on the West Coast. But watch this here. I'll progress the map for you. You can watch it here at the bottom, too. It'll update and say this week, last week, rather. It'll update. But you can really see, there's not much progression to talk about when it comes to one drought or the other. From last week to this week, not a big deal. Nothing much to talk about there when it comes to change. Now, here is last week for the tri-state. You can see there is some drought there, but I've got some good news. Last week's data, as you see there, had a pretty good portion of the tri-state in that lowest level, D0, abnormally dry. But this week's data, watch this, takes it away. The drought totally out of the tri-state with just a small portion along US 50 way up to our north. So once this report is released again next week, I think there'll still be continued good news for the growing season and for the farmers, because Ron has chance of rain, chance of rain, chance of rain, chance of rain in his forecast, but not today.